It's 16 past 6 and it's the 18th of June. That's my mother's birthday. Mum, happy birthday. If you happen to be watching this, we did have a champagne together earlier and now she's upstairs relaxing, watching the news. Happy birthday, Sylv. Now, I was reporting on how rad QuickTime Player was recently. I was singing the praises of QuickTime Player and saying we use it on CreatorCast to record locally, and then we punch everything. I mean, we use Skype as a scratch audio and scratch video, but then we use our local recordings from QuickTime. We just had a session this morning, with none other than Charles Marlowe, the vegan cheater. If you know Vegan Cheater, you've heard me talk about him before on my channel. It's this chap here. We had a great session. Let's give you a quick preview.
You know,
it's almost like you're talking like a radio station, like, you know,
right?
Like
exactly.
That's brilliant. I love that idea. Like, all right, guys.
So we talked and talked. It went for about an hour. We were originally going to do like a regular half-an-hour program, and it went for over an hour. It was such a great session. Then I went back to check my QuickTime recording, and I had an anomaly which I can't work out. I'll show you what it was. It's very confusing. So here's the session. It's all piecing together nicely in Final Cut. But if you have a look at the raw files up here, so I've got my recording and then an audio recording and Danny's and Danny too, and then Charles and Charles. So if I play, this is my QuickTime recording straight to the camera, from the camera to the computer.
Perfect.
There you go.
All right, cool. So Charles, if you want to just cover that up.
You get the idea that that's a local recording. You don't hear Charles, you don't hear Danny, you just hear me and you see me. That's what we all need, because then we piece those together. So Danny sends me his and Charles sends me his and we piece them together. Now this is the issue. This went on for an hour. So hey, by the way, look how I edit. I'm editing a session with Charles Marlowe, and I'm watching his live stream in the background. This is already finished, but I've gone back to watch some that I missed earlier. He streams so often, and I love to have the stream kind of low in the volume while I'm working on something else, and I've been doing that for months. It was a bit of a buzz to have him on the program, to be honest, because I've been a fan for quite some time. Anyway, I'm now rambling about that, but watch what happens with this. Watch this. So we're going to play this.
I'll start talking.
Check Check the scrub bar down here. So I'll scrub forward on this, and you can see it's gone for an hour in total, or an hour or whatever, an hour and 8. But when you get to right there somewhere, about the 17-minute mark, I freeze, and then you look, I'm dragging that all the way across, right? So there's no content here. It stops there. Now, luckily,
something that you'd built from 2000, you said 2015? 2000.
Still gets audio. So luckily the audio is still recorded, but the vision stopped. And now thankfully for my sake and for Danny's sake, because we're perfectionists like this, we still do an eCam recording as a backup, because especially when you're going into a conversation with someone like Charles, you don't want such good conversation, you don't want it to be lost, right? You want to have it. So we make sure we have a backup recording. Now, is it eCam that's conflicting with QuickTime, and that's why it didn't work? It's strange, because both me and Danny have done this before and it worked, and then both me and Danny today, it didn't work. Touch wood.